Welcome back to Elite versus Elite. Today we're doing the MORS sniper rifle, and this one is a very special one. The snipers in this game are very different. The stats say one thing, but actually, as it was pointed out by some of my viewers on my last Sniper Elite versus Elite, the stats don't really mean anything concerning the sniper rifles. Most of the other guns in the game, the stats affect one certain thing, whereas the sniper rifles, they kind of just do whatever they want. They're kind of like willy-nilly all over the place, and they completely affect different things than they do with any other kind of weapon in the game. So make sure you're paying attention to this one, because you're going to learn a lot of very interesting things about the MORS Elite rifles. So we're doing the Silver Bullet on Instinct, and the Doctor is going to be on Chop Shop. Now, before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about the gameplay and my relationship with snipers in this game. The gameplay that you're going to see is not, I mean, it's good. I'm not gonna toot my own horn and say it's amazing, because it's not, but it's good. I really am impressed with myself for a lot of this gameplay, and especially with the Doctor, I hit a lot of awesome quick scopes in this game, and I'm proud of myself. But my name does not say FaZe in front of it for a reason. I am not a born to snipe kind of person. I am good at it, but then I'm bad at it too at sometimes. I'm probably like the average sniper out there. I can do it, but then there's sometimes when I just can't. And you guys are just gonna have to suck it up. It is good gameplay though. I'm not gonna lie. It's very decent. It's I'm trying to explain it in a way that doesn't sound too cocky and doesn't sound too I suck, but like it's up and down, and I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Anyways, I know a lot of the top tier snipers out there, some of the guys that snipe to live, are probably like, oh, this is the shittiest gameplay I've ever seen. And then there's some guys out there that are like, oh my god, this is the best gameplay I've ever seen. So make up your mind on what that is. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of my sniper gameplay in this video. So, like I said, we got the Silver Bullet on the Instinct, on the map Instinct, and we've got the Doctor on Chop Shop. So let's go ahead and start talking. I'm going to put up the stats for the Silver Bullet right now, and we're going to talk about what the stats on paper are, and then we're going to talk about what the real stats are. So bear with me. I have a list here because I can't remember all of these things, because there's so many random things that get changed on this gun. So on paper, on the stat chart, you're seeing that it gets +1 accuracy, +2 damage, -2 fire rate, and -1 handling. Now right away you're gonna think, oh, this is gonna be very good. It's got +2 damage. This thing's always gonna get a one-shot kill. That's not true. It does still get one shot, or it does still get 2-shot kills, just less frequently. Let's talk about the real stats. You'll learn kind of more about it when I get to that part of the real stats. So starting from the beginning, it has minus fire rate. So you're losing fire rate on this one. This is an obvious one. You can just tell just by picking up the sniper rifle and using it that you are losing fire rate with this weapon. It doesn't fire as fast as a regular MORS. Hand in hand with that is that this has a slower reload. It kind of makes sense that it has a slower reload, because it's just slow enough that you can actually see the bullet going in, and the bullet is completely silver. It's like silver coated. It looks really cool, the reloading animation, and it makes sense that the reload's going to be slower, but that also is going to affect your fire rate. So the -2 fire rate actually makes sense on this one. You're going to be losing fire rate, you're going to be losing reload speed. The rest of the stuff is actually going to be positive. Those are the only two negatives. It's the only negatives for the Silver Bullet is that it's going to be really slow. And if you can deal with that, if you're a sniper that kind of stays at the back of the map and takes his time, you're not a huge like crazy quick scoper, or you're a quick scoper but you never miss your first shot, the Silver Bullet is going to be an amazing sniper rifle for you. Let's talk about those positive stats. This thing has less idle sway. This thing has slower idle sway, so it's going to be super accurate. So that +1 accuracy is right. And the last thing, what I was talking about before, where it still will get 2-shot kills, but mostly it's going to be 1-shot kills. It's going to give you more 1-shot kills than its standard MORS. That is because the multipliers are higher for the neck, chest, and stomach. So the average sniper rifle has a 1.5, like the regular MORS, I think it's like a 1.5x multiplier for the head. And then it's like 1.1x for the neck, 1.1x for the chest, and then one times for the rest. Whereas this one, you're gonna get better multipliers on your neck, chest, and stomach. Where actually all of these start out at 1.1x. You're gonna actually be increased to, on the neck, 1.5x, on the chest 1.3x, and on the stomach 1.3x. So that means you're going to be getting a 1-shot kill as long as you hit them in the gut and up. And in the biceps, actually I'm not sure about the biceps. The biceps might already be a 1-shot kill. But the lower arms, the lower legs, aren't going to be your 1-shot kill spots. But this thing is going to get more 1-shot kills than the average MORS or the average sniper rifle. So this is a very, very, very good sniper rifle. And this one is super, super good. I really like the silver bullet. As long as you can take your time, as long as you're accurate and you never miss your first shot, this is the sniper for you. Let's take a look at the doctor now before we make a decision. The doctor's stats are on screen now. What the paper is telling you is it's got +2 fire rate, +1 handling, -1 accuracy, -1 damage, and -1 mobility. So you're seeing a lot of minuses there. Mobility isn't really a big deal if we were considering the real stats. Or I should say, if we were considering the stats that they give you, mobility wouldn't be a big deal. Damage might be pretty serious, like, oh my god, I'm losing damage. That's not going to be as many 1-shot kills, but you really don't have to worry about that. You're going to learn once we get down to the real stats. The +2 fire rate is very, very obvious on this weapon, and it actually is true. So let's go ahead and start talking about the real stats for the doctor. The doctor does have more negative stats than the silver bullet, but it does have some good positives. So let's talk about those negatives first. It does have it has slower movement speed, which is actually kind of interesting considering the fire rate is up. But that would be the mobility that you're losing. This thing has slower movement speed, so it's just going to be when you're moving around regularly, when you're sprinting, you're going to be slower. For some reason, I don't know why. It's just super weird that way, and that's what that's just something that's going to happen when you're using the doctor. More negatives, we've got more idle sway. So when you're aiming down sights, the idle sway, like your scope, is actually going to move farther back and forth. Also, you're going to get faster idle sway, so it's going to move back and forth even quicker. So this is going to be a very inaccurate sniper rifle if you're trying to aim down the sights. The last thing that's negative about this sniper rifle is it has worse wall penetration. You're not going to be able to shoot through walls as well with this one. It's going to be a medium wall penetration, whereas the regular MORS is a high wall penetration. Finally, the positive stats, there's only a few. It's got quicker sprint out time, so if you're sprinting and you need to pull up the gun and shoot right away, this is going to be faster than the regular MORS. It's going to be faster than any other MORS. I think. I'm pretty sure. There are a couple that may have the same stat, but this is going to be very, very fast. If you're sprinting and then aiming really quick, this is going to be really, really good for you. It's kind of like a quick draw in and of itself. There's also faster fire rate, which is very obvious, and faster reload time, which is also very obvious. So this is going to be the sniper probably for the quick scoper. If you're a quick scoper, if you really like to just spam out bullets like crazy, and you're going to see it in this gameplay, I get a lot of very good quick scopes in this gameplay. The doctor is for quick scoping, and that's it. You don't want to be aiming down the sight and holding your breath and trying to stay accurate with it, because it has less accuracy. Whereas the silver bullet is the accurate and high damage weapon. The doctor is just all about speed. The doctor is about getting in, getting out, shooting your guy, and just surviving. So the doctor is for the quick scoper. The silver bullet is for the person that wants that. Actually, the silver bullet could be used for quick scoping as well. I can't really say that the doctor is the only one you want to use for quick scoping. Silver bullet is very good for quick scoping as long as you never miss your first shot. So that's going to be the deciding factor if you have both of these. If you never miss your first shot, if you're very accurate, the silver bullet is for you. If you just want to spam bullets and get that guy and get that guy and go for feeds, like try and get like some feed greeds and make a montage, a sniper montage, the doctor is going to be your weapon. So with that said, the main overall feel of each weapon, the silver bullet is slower, but it's more accurate and it deals more damage. And the doctor is going to be faster, but it's going to be less accurate. Finally, before we make our full decision, let's talk about the camos. I love the silver bullet camo. It's really, really cool. Like I said, when you reload, it actually has a silver bullet, and it's got hero colors. It's what I call hero colors. It's got like gold and white and red, and they all look really nice together. And it's just a really, really nice looking sniper rifle. Whereas the Doctor is ugly. It's brown. It's very plain looking. It kind of looks dirty, and it's just not a very nice sniper. Now, if I had been making camos, I would have made them really, really cool. I would make the Doctor more red and white, like that traditional Doctor, like hospital kind of color, and I would have made the silver bullet kind of like an ancient kind of weapon. It should have looked more like that, like an old, like a Order 1886. I think that's what that game is called. Order 1886 kind of style. Werewolf kind of hunting gun. It would look super cool with like an old style camo. But these are the camos that we got, and the silver bullet is definitely going to take it for aesthetics. And finally, the silver bullet is going to take it overall. The silver bullet, for me, is my kind of sniper rifle. I'm not the quick scoping type. I'm more apt to take my time, aim down my sights, be very accurate before I take my shot, and I want to make that shot count. So the silver bullet is going to be my pick of the day. It's going to get the edge here. Let me know what you think, which one you think is going to get the edge for you, what one you like better. Tell me that in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and if you learned something useful. Thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. Make sure you share it with your friends so they can learn which MORS is the best. Subscribe for more daily gaming goodness, and I'll see you guys on my next video.